Oh, excuse me.
Yes,
We're
we're
having
having
technical
technical
difficulties.
difficulties.
Of
Of course,
course.
you know,
Quadrant.
quadrant. Yeah. Alright, that looks pretty good.
Let's
Let's
share
share
it
it
to
to
the
the
x.com,
x.com,
formerly
formerly
known
known
as
as
Twitter.
Twitter.
This
This
reminds
reminds
me
me
of
of
back
back
when,
when
like,
like
Prince
Prince
changed
changed
his
his
name.
name.
The
The
recording
recording
artist
artist
formerly
formerly
known
known
as
as
Prince.
Prince.
He,
He
like,
like
changed
changed
his
his
name
name
to a
to a
symbol
symbol
that
that
kind of
kind of
resembles
resembles
like
like
an
an
upside
upside
down
down
ampersand
ampersand
in a
in a
lot of
lot of
ways.
ways. Um,
Let me
Let me
see
see
if I
if I
can
can
hear
hear
this
this
audio
audio
just to
to
make
make
sure
sure
it's
it's
decent.
decent.
Is
Is
it
it
decent?
decent?
Is
Is
it
it
decent?
decent? Yeah.
Test,
Test,
test.
test.
Oops.
Oops.
Almost.
Almost. Test,
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 test, testing.
testing.
Oh
Oh
crap.
crap.
I
I
got
got
it
it
plugged
plugged
into
into
the
the
Mac.
Mac.
That's
That's
right.
right.
I
I
forgot.
forgot.
Oh,
Plug it into the
PC.
PC.
Testing.
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 Well,
Well,
it's a
it's a
little
little
weird.
weird.
Which
Which
one
one
sounds
sounds
best?
best?
Because
Because
if
it
it sounds
sounds
like
like
that,
that.
it's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be
just
just
like
like
weird.
weird.
Testing. Hey, that's pretty damn good. Alright, we'll stick with that. What else can we do? Guess we can get rid of. Goodbye, my proud stoic friend. Guess I can say hello. Be excellent to each other, of course. Hello. Okay, how about now we do this trick and spin it? You know what I mean? That's pretty funny. Some people tell me I have a big head. You know what I mean? Yeah, okay. That joke has come and gone. It's funny, right? I've always enjoyed doing little tricks like that. Like taking a person's head and like that was like big head mode on Tony Hawk Pro Skater, was it not? Alright, I gotta mute these. I can hear the delay in the buffer. There's about like a seems like about 2 or 3 second delay in the broadcast. You think I look well rested? Thank you. I guess I am. Um, all right, let's do the intro. Hey, everybody. It's me, JJ, producer of video games and more, and owner of Bright Idea Records. And you think the stream looks different today? I guess it's probably because I'm on this new Mac. I don't know if you've been keeping up. It's kind of working. It's kind of fun too. I'm thinking different. And I think I like it. Um, Thing is, though, I promised myself I was going to try to have some fun. I thought I muted that. What the? Oh, wait. Yeah, what the hell? That's weird. The mute button. See, this thing is a controller for the sound system. And when it's amber like that, it's supposed to be, like, muted. And when it's green like that, it's supposed to be active. So I turned the dial down. It's really weird. I've never had that happen before. Well, glitch in the matrix, perhaps. Definitely a glitch in my matrix. Yeah, but like I was saying, I promised myself I was going to try to have some fun because it's like the weekend. It's like Friday night. Actually, now it's Saturday morning. Speaking of which, I hope you're all having a very nice October 21st, 2023, here on planet Earth and or otherwise. You feel like chatting? There it is. I Luma keyed everything out. So, like, hypothetically, if somebody, like, what? Did something like, blah, 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 blah. Stuff. I know it's nothing you haven't seen before here on Twitch.tv, but it's kind of unique for the Zot the Avenger Rules channel here on Twitch.tv. Eh? Eh? You know, I remember the first time I did this trick and spun it. You know, this little number right here. I think it was when I was directing the Forbidden Zone, a show produced by Marty Catola there at the Tucson Community Cable Corporation. It wasn't Access Tucson yet, okay? And he was interviewing. They had Lou Perfidio, the Great Satan, on as a guest, and I took like Lou's head and put it on Marty's body, and I think put Marty's head on Lou's body. And I thought it was pretty cool, but I think I pissed Marty off pretty bad. He thought I was like, he thought it was inappropriate. You know, we used to get pretty far out on the Forbidden Zone, so I didn't really think I was like that out of line. But I guess it was a little bit serious because we were having a guest that was like nationally known at the time for being super controversial. But, you know, all these years later, like 30 years later, I still really like this trick. It's funny. It feels like Big Head mode on Tony Hawk, right? I like it. See, I'm having a good time, just like I promised myself. At any rate, I do plan on playing some video games. Like what? Right about motherfucking now? Something like that. Just, I'm trying to feel like it's a weekend. You know, I went out earlier and everybody was real nice, and there were lots of people out, lots of activity, especially considering it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. as opposed to 130 like it is now. Um, and like everybody was real nice. I was talking about Albert Einstein at the supermarket. hmm the guy, the father of relativity, like whatever the hell that is. Sorry, man. I don't know if they teach that in high school, but I dropped out. I don't know nothing about relativity, unless we're talking about what my aunt, my uncle. Which one is it? My aunt or my uncle? And at any rate, I'm talking to. Well, I'm getting in line. The self checkout, and um, a clerk there comes up and says, "Oh, somebody knows how to party." And I'm just like, and then I says to the clerk, as I'm scanning this stuff, I says, I actually invented this stuff. I invented this shit. I call it a ZTA, but it's cool, man, because technically, I was really just borrowing the idea from Sparks. You guys remember Sparks, right? That like energy drink with like vodka. It was like a malt liquor. It's what most of the flavored booze is called, is malted, etc. Yeah. And then he was like, "Oh, you should probably get a patent, or you should have got a patent." I'm like, "Yeah, it's some pretty complicated stuff, dude. I mean, Albert Einstein learned how to file patents when he was working at the patent office, I guess." I'm doing that with this hand, sorry. And apparently, he was also still working on physics, too. And then I made that relativity joke about relative of what now? My aunt or my uncle? Yeah. It feels good to be on a Mac. I had to download a copy of like OBS 2.7 something or other from like the web archive, because like good luck getting it from their website now. You got to be running like Mac OS 13 or some crap like that. I don't know what the fuck that is. But I got High Sierra running on this bad boy right here. And I'm able to stream from it. Using a stream key, I couldn't actually connect my Twitch account. I got an error 410. Whatever the hell that is. Anyways, I thought it might be fun to rename these. I figured, since I'm not going to get credit for inventing these, I might as well name them appropriately. So let's start with this one. That right there is what I call a divergenized ZTA variety. Of course, this is actually the black cherry. But, black cherry, popped cherry, same difference, man. It's just a de-virginized Zot. And yeah, you can put your hands together and applaud that one. I thought it was clever too. Of course, as tasty as this stuff is, it doesn't. If supposedly it has no sugar, so it's not too syrupy. Yeah. And I guess while I was there, I got a 12-pack of the Voodoo Dew. It says 2023 on the box. That's pretty neat. But I didn't get the zero variety. That's nice and syrupy. But I did get some Spark Zero. And from what I recall, I named that variety the Razzmatazz ZTA. I think. Accessing. Yeah, it's something like that. Razzmatazz ZPA. I'll be having one of those later. But, I'm just about done with this devirginized ZPA. Just about. I think I'm going to set it aside, though, for later. This is going to be like one of those beers that you find at a party. You know how, like, when you throw a party, everybody always leaves, like, about that much beer at the very bottom of their cans and bottles, and you're like, shake, shake, shake. What the fuck? Just drink it all already. I've asked several beer drinkers about that in my time on planet Earth, and most of them have a real opinion on the matter. It's not just like they're being lazy or forgetful. Most of these beer drinkers that leave a little bit at the bottom say things like, "Oh, that's all backwash, anyways. I don't want that." Yeah, it's by the time it gets to be about that much, it's just like nasty backwash and flat beer. I'm like, really? I've drank a lot of beers. I never noticed that. I tend to just glug that down and then crush the can on my head and go, rah! Ah! Ah! Let's party! It's Miller time! Just call me Spuds McJJ. But no, I think instead of the hard Mountain Dew, I think I'm going to partake in the key to having a Friday night, Saturday morning. I got to admit though, I really like this variety of beer. This lager, made in Bremen, Germany. I don't know where that is, but I'll bet it's a nice place. This used to be the cheap beer. Back in the day, you could go to like a Circle K and get a tall boy of Beck's for like $1.19. Like, like a 16-ounce tall boy. Some tall boys are like 24 ounces. So, I tell you, it was quite refreshing. Get a nice tall boy for $1 and hop back on the bus. Sometimes you got to transfer. You're heading west, and then you got to either go south or north. So while you're waiting to catch your transfer, yeah, this was always a good choice. Granted, it's pretty much priced like a premium luxury booze these days, which is fine by me. I mean, it is. It is pretty premium luxury, just like a Kirin Ichiban or a Tsingtao, which are also imported beers that are tasty and sometimes underpriced, you know, value priced. So, but, good luck finding anything value priced. You ever do this one? Use your carabiner like a bottle opener? I figured that life hack out on my own. Nobody told me about that life hack. But now I'm telling you about it here on the Zot the Avenger Rules stream on twitch.tv. And if you're wondering, yes, I'm glad to be streaming right now. I am way more laid back than I was just a few minutes ago. I was getting some technical errors with my, this Mac here. This one right here. Yeah, I'm using the FaceTime HD camera, which I like it. It makes me look a little bit too white. Like, I don't even have the lights cranked up that much in here. But whatever, man. You want to see me look like Casper the Ghost? Here we go. Whoa, way too bright. There we go. There, my pigment's back. All right. But yeah, I was getting error messages like, Jesus Christ, man. You probably can guess. It's just like, SSL certificate bullshit. I, I, uh, I even changed my clock. I tried to set the system clock back and it didn't help much. I'm just trying to make like an SD card, like a USB drive that I can boot up and reinstall the system with. Because, like, even though this system right here is like it's good. It's a fully functional High Sierra system. It's exactly like the one I used to use to make a bunch of music on. Which reminds me, more on that in a second. But it's kind of cluttered. It's got like a bunch of like, how do you say? Uh, Sorry, I'm looking for my koozie. I got a nice drink koozie. I got a few nice drink koozies around here. Oh man. Uh, well, anyways, it has like a cluttered system. That's all. Basically, got like some extensions. You ever had a Mac that has one too many extensions, and then you got to run conflict catcher to try to eliminate your extension and control panel conflicts? Yeah, that's some old school shit right there. Conflict catcher, I'm dating myself there. But anyways, it's still the same thing. Even though it's a completely different system, this like Unix based system. People used to try to tell me that like Mac OS System 7, 8, 9, people used to try to convince me that it was like Unix based. And and I'd be like, huh? And they'd be like, yeah, when you push the programmer button and it brings up that terminal console, that's a Unix console. That's a shell. And I was just like, I don't think it is. I think you might be misinformed. I mean, like, I know that Steve Jobs is working over at Next right now, but you sound kind of stupid. I mean, even if it were, hypothetically, even if it were like based on Unix or some kind of a Unix system, there's no like, if it's a Unix system, you're going to be able to get shell access one way or another, right? And I did load the 10 on systems, Mach 10, you know, Mach, like MACH, just like the Mach O binaries that are run on Mac OS. Granted, I feel stupid because I don't even know. The system might be completely different now. I'm still back in the 10 era. I don't know anything about like 11, 12, or 13. Didn't even know there was a 13. Whatever. They've released more iterations in the past, like, what, 2 years than they did in like 10. Like, it took them 10 years to like get out of operating system 10, like a decade. Like when Cheetah was released. And then there was like what? Panther? Jaguar? Tiger? Leopard? Snow leopard? Lion? Mountain lion? Am I forgetting any cats? I guess it went to Yosemite or like El Capitan right around then, right? Is there a 10.9? Is there? I'm not sure about that. It's like Mountain Lion and then 10.10, right? It's Mountain Lion's 10.8. Whatever, man. Like anybody really cares. But yeah, I was thinking once I work up the nerve to start playing a video game, it'll be one of my Mac games. I got some Got some pretty decent stuff on here. Fucking A. But yeah, this is getting frustrating. I can't make the USB. It comes back. Here, I'll show you if I have a terminal window open that's still like. If I can, I'll show you. Because you'll like it. It's funny. It's like a typo. I don't know if it was done on purpose. Yeah, I think this will work. Yeah, I've got a second display hooked up using the, what do they call it? The Thunder port? The Lightning port. It's basically like a mini FireWire, I guess. I had one on my MacBook Pro. That's why I have an adapter that's like Lightning to HDMI. And, and that's the end of that story. Yeah, I'll work on it. Thanks for the feedback. Oh man. No, I guess I closed that window. But that's okay. I think I still have a reference to it in my web browser. And I could always check my console logs, but I just want to show it to you because it's funny. I think it's funny. I think typos are very funny because like nobody's perfect, even though so many people try to act like they are. You know, it's true. You know it's true. And if you're one of those perfectionists, well, golly, I'm jealous. What's it like to be perfect? I hope to find out someday. But yeah, even if these multi-cajillion dollar companies like Apple, well, Apple, I don't know what they're worth, but I think they're okay. Because they think different. You know what I mean? It kind of stinks that they still have to adhere to the profit-based model of capitalism because, like, it makes their stuff totally expensive. Like, it's always been that way. It's pretty much a computer for professional artists. But the thing is, back when I was growing up, it was also a computer for educational purposes. It was like a student computer system, like the kind of thing that you'd find in a public school computer lab. Find a bunch of like Apple computers, like Apple IIs, and sometimes a bunch of Macs. And I think it was because Apple gave a price break to the educational institutions back then. Maybe they do now. I don't know. But I think the idea was hook them while they're young. You know, I trust me. I notice whenever like big business. I notice whenever big business uses like the black market drug economy way of doing business. You've got your first hits free, and then you've got hook them when they're young. And there's a few others, but I recognize them when I see them. Believe you me. And that's okay, because, at least they hooked me on something good. It's like if you're going to get hooked on a black market street drug, it might as well be something like, what, LSD? Psilocybin mushrooms? That's a lot more rewarding than, like, what, crack cocaine and heroin, am I right? I think I'm right. So at least I got hooked on the Apple stuff at an early age. Alright, I'm just gonna re-Google this. I thought I had it in an open. I really did start this stream, and I wanted to start anew. I'm like, we're gonna be nice and fresh, and we're not gonna have any reference to this annoying head bashing work that I've been doing for the past since I woke up today. This one will work. It's gonna pop up right over my face. That's just that's just a link that I contributed to the Internet Archive a little bit earlier when I was finding some GarageBand goodies. I guess that's appropriate. You don't really need to see my body nor my attractive t-shirt. And I don't want to cover up the chat room. That would be antisocial. I think we all know I'm not antisocial. I'm just more like pseudo-social, quasi-social. I can't decide. I really gotta get a dictionary, get myself a lexicon, and look up quasi and pseudo and decide which one's more appropriate. Because I just can't decide. I can't decide anyways. I wonder if I have that in my music library. Yeah, getting distracted already? Fuck it, man. It's Saturday morning. And yeah, it's my stream, and I'll get distracted if I want to. Distracted if I want to. Distracted if I want to. You would get distracted too if it was your stream as well. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I got it. Let's listen to it. While I load up this error message, I'm gonna play this. This is so weird. I'm loading this in iTunes, but it's on the Windows PC. I got Windows and Mac working together like never before, really. And these aren't even new. This is like Windows 10 and Mac OS 10. Maybe that's why they're working so well together. The version numbers match. No, I'm serious. It used to be a real pain in the ass. I think they did it on purpose. Back in the 90s and 20 aughts. I think they made their stuff incompatible on purpose. That's just a theory of mine. A conspiracy theory? I don't know what kind of conspiracy that is. It's not going to make you money. So, I think they just didn't like each other. You know, they're like I'd make an analogy, but there's too many to choose from. Oops. Yeah. Here, let me turn off the filter on this mic so it picks it up. Oh, it's muted. Nice. Huh? What? Oh, nothing. What I can't explain anyways. What I can't explain anyway. I can't decide anything. You see what that says? Can't decide. Can't decide anything. Anything at all. Guitar. There. You can see what that says, right? Helper tool creased. It creased, you guys. It totally creased. Alright, that's enough of that. I might be getting like a freaking copyright. I might be getting muted right now. And heaven forbid, because I gotta point out my helper tool creased. Obviously, it's supposed to say crashed. Even Google thinks it's supposed. I fooled Google. It thought it. Look, it says search instead for crashes. No, Google. Don't think too hard. You might hurt yourself. You dumb fuck. Yeah, it says creased. I'm not stupid. Don't make yourself stupid and try to correct me. You might want to correct the developer that had that typo, but that's a really old typo from an old piece of software, and nobody cares. Like, it's going to remain that way for eternity. So, and I don't mind. I was trying to find out what in the fuck a helper tool is. Like, I know that. What do I know? I don't know much, but I know I have fun with these Macs, 'cause I get to think totally differently, as opposed to the usual nonsense. You know, I was like, oh, they must be talking about these helper tools, right? But like, these are the ones I have installed at this moment, you know, and I don't really think like first of all, the bare bones, that's like for BB Edit, and it's licensing like software thingammerbob. It's basically like copy protection, you know. And then you got like your pacifist helper, which is a lovely program. I would recommend buying that. And BB Edit. BB Edit is old school as fuck. Like, that's what real webmasters used to use back in the 90s. And, like, these days, there's a plethora of code editors and whatnot to manipulate your strings and chars with. But BB Edit was always a good one. Or BB Edit Lite, whatever. Anyways, and then there's licensed daemon, which apparently pertains to my installation of Pro Tools. I told you guys I bought Pro Tools back in college, right? When I got the educational discount, and it's covered up to like Pro Tools 12, and then like some other whatever the hell came after 12, some 2016 like version. I don't know. I'm pretty much just wanting to run either like I'd be happy to run 9, 10, or 11 because I got some work to do. It's old work, and hopefully I'll get to work on it someday. I probably will. I just gotta be vigilant. Is that the right word? Excuse me. Oh, I think I meant vigilant. Uh, um, uh-oh. Keeping careful watch for possible danger or difficulties. Oops. Sorry. That's it's not the perfect word, but guess what? Difficulties, I'll remain vigilant. Thank you for your support and concern. I'll manage one way or another. Drink, drink. That's dedicated to anybody that's ever been to DEF CON. They still do that, right? Drink, drink, drink. It's the key to everything. What is drinking? Enjoying your weekend. There you go. Yeah, I was gonna upload something to SoundCloud. I just like I started having the technical errors, and it really it upset me, and I wasn't having a good time at that point. That's when we started the stream in a desperate attempt to have a good time. I know that's could go either way, you know. I mean, granted, if I end up getting muted for some stupid reason, I'll find out later, and then I'll get pissed off. But right now, I don't know. So, ignorance is bliss in that scenario. Yeah, I found a garage band track that I didn't even know it existed. You know, I've made so many freaking garage band tracks. It's if I didn't like bounce it to the disc and upload it to SoundCloud, there's no way that I like remember making it or working on it. I've done way too many. And this one is pretty badass. I was hoping to finish up the rough edges and get it uploaded. But here, you know what? Let's do this. I'll play the original version for you because that'll help provide some context. And I know for sure I won't get muted because it's a song I made. It's on Bright Idea Records. I think it's kind of a fun song because the title coincides with a digital instrument that is built in and distributed with GarageBand. Granted, I think I came up with the name of the song first, but or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe one hand washed the other. Maybe I got the idea subconsciously from fucking around with the after party drum kit that they have in GarageBand. But yeah, my little punk rock band Zero Defects, named in homage of the original Zero Defects and their bass player Brad Warner, the man that taught me about Zen Buddhism and probably saved my life. Um, let's see. Yeah, oh no, that's a rhythm track. I got this stuff all separated out like that. I think this is the. Yeah, let me see. Oh, you know what? It's probably in my iTunes library. Oh, but then I'd have to pick up a different keyboard. I know, I should probably be using like what? BNC? Like a remote connection? And then I'd only need one keyboard. You know, I have been doing that. And it's just, there's a little bit of a delay. I'll have to work on that. Okay. I got a lot to work on. I gotta work on myself too. I gotta like figure out how to make myself more of like a conformist pussy ass little bitch in order to survive and get along in this world. Because all the obstacles that I'm facing on a regular basis, all the inferior ideas and systems, whether it's badly implemented systems or just straight up stupid systems that shouldn't exist at all, or maybe like systems that don't exist that should exist that may never exist. You know, this whole planet's got its head so far up its own ass it can only see the midnight sky, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I'll work on my computer and I'll work on myself as soon as I can. I'm just trying to lighten up and have a good Saturday morning. And it's working, it's working. It would be working even better if I left the Black Flag playing. But you know, as soon as we hear After Party, it's gonna get even better. Let's see, I got my studio. Oh, what? You want to see what I'm doing? I don't mind sharing. You find your studio. Oh, I fucked up the chat room though. That was the wrong window. My bad. My bad. Almost got it. You know, whether anybody's chatting or not, I just would like to keep that up there to let folks know they have the opportunity. I know I'm pretty repellent. I don't know why. But, it's okay. I don't take it personal. In fact, it's more like a compliment. Oh, what? I'm repellent to the mainstream. Is that what's up? I don't know. My bad. Sorry for being myself. I guess you'd like me to go jump off a cliff, wouldn't you? I mean, not you. Not my fans. You know, the mainstream. I guess the mainstream would probably like me to officially go jump off a cliff, right? I don't know. It's tough to say. Like, the world's always been filled with a lot of little behind your back talking backstabbers. Which is interesting because behind the back and backstabbing, like, you have to be behind somebody to do both of those things. To be a backstabbing, behind somebody's back talking, you know, back shooter, shoot them in the back. Yeah. When their back is turned, bend them over a barrel. I don't know. I didn't invent these sayings. I just like sometimes I wonder, where did I fuck up? Was it when I got in a terrible accident and like, or was it before that when I did the video games thing? Did I expose that I was a nerd too young in life? And like, that's why I don't get any. Maybe I was too poor and I was always destined to be repellent. It's alright. It's alright. There we go. Look at those file creation dates. Jesus Christ. Oh, this is a good directory right here. Hypno74. This guy used to have a channel, or maybe he still does, or maybe they do, I don't know. But that channel on YouTube, the Hypno74 channel, these are all like how to totally own at like Pinball FX2. But a lot of those tables got ported over to Pinball FX3. And like those big scores, it basically teaches you how to play the goddamn table just by watching this person that has mad skills. It's pretty good. I should re-upload it because they all disappeared from YouTube years ago. I should probably upload them to the Internet Archive, right? Unless somebody else did, in which case, why be redundant? Oops. Didn't mean to double click. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. This is the directory for my Sansa, which was a MP3 player, and also a Windows Media File. I want to say WMV, but isn't that a video file? I'm forgetting the equivalent of an MP3 for Windows Media Player. But yeah, that's what the Sansa, that's why that directory's called that. Oh yeah, I listened to Metallica. That's when I really started to like wonder about Metallica and my level of hatred, if it was appropriate or not. Because I already kind of despised them for the whole Napster thing. But then, like, when they started covering my idols that I worship, the punk rock bands, you know, like Animal and those guys, like, when they started covering bands and artists that I like and getting, like, their songs, when Metallica covers something, their cover is way more popular and does way better on the charts. And that's just so annoying to, like, already hate something. And then, like, when that thing you hate makes everything that you like, look stupid. Like, we're better than everything you like. We make your heroes look like nothing. And then, like, Anti-Nowhere League does a documentary, and Animal thanks Metallica for making them relevant again. And I'm like, you've always been relevant to me, Animal. But now I don't really, whatever. That's what it's like to be true to yourself and to not sell out and to always be like original and hardcore to the bone. Yeah, you usually get to have it rubbed in your face over and over and over again. Yeah. It's alright though. It's just more fuel for the fire inside, right? What, my acid reflux? No, that's okay. Maybe if I keep drinking, it'll. Oh, my hemorrhoid? Yeah, I got a new one. That fire inside's pretty sucky. Sucks to be you. Sucks to be me. Hey, hey. Aw, wait a minute. What's the file name? Oh, I get it. It's in this directory. Oh shit, this is the original one, I think. This is the one that we did. This is the one I recorded at home way back in the day. I think this is on SoundCloud as well. Um, can you hear that? Probably not. Here, I'll get this figured out. I gotta add a desktop audio source. You know what I should have done? Cancel, cancel. Forget playing it in QuickTime. I'm just gonna drag it and drop it into OBS. That was kind of foolish of me. Oh, it's playing already? Whoa, that's loud as fuck. Sorry. Oh, it's just the rhythm. Okay, that's cool. Hey, what did I do wrong? I guess I loosened up a cable. Darn it. Come on, Thunderbolt. That's what it's called, Thunderbolt. Right? That sounded right. Oh, come on, man. Oh, I'm tearing down the house already. Mm. Look, if the internet isn't good for sharing, what is it good for? I know they'd probably like to criminalize the whole process altogether. But, you know, oh wait, it already is criminalized. That's right. The whole pirate thing. But I'm just trying to share my shit. So it should be share my shit on my stream. I think that's still okay. Yeah. Now I gotta reactivate my multi-display thing. You know, that's one of the problems I have with the Thunderbolt is it's a little bit flimsier than the Firewire. But it's okay. It's my fault. It's all my fault. I know it is. I'll work with it. Excuse me. I'll work on myself. I'll work within the mirroring options. Yeah, yeah. Remember something. Yes. Yes. I think this will work here. My leg, my good leg. Oh man, I unplugged that HDMI cable. Rats. Dude, I don't give a fuck how long this takes. I'm gonna do it. So, thanks for bearing with me here on the Top of the Adventure Rules channel. From Twitch TV. Where technical difficulties are no big deal, man. Like, pretty used to it. We used to have these on public access television all the time. Like, I think perhaps you saw the episode where me and Jason Kingman were attempting to recreate a fight scene from Mortal Kombat. We were basically reenacting Mortal Kombat there in the studio, and the director we had at the time was kind of inferior. This guy Dan Harrigan, he's pretty good at playing music on Harrigan After Hours. He was like, he's okay at hosting the program. I don't know. I think I'd rather see him play music rather than open his mouth. It's like, if you think I get grumpy, you should see that guy. He gets really grumpy. Yeah, I guess it's debatable if he gets grumpy over things that are like, you know what, he's kind of grumpy. Leave it at that. But yeah, he fucked up the whole Mortal Kombat thing because he couldn't implement the. I gave him a full description, even helped key in the Grass Valley switcher, like, you know, set it up for him, you know, because I knew how to do chroma key real well. It's pretty much it was tied into camera one in both Studio A and Studio B, and well, you know, you just had to turn the little dial. It's like on the computer these days, you get a slider, which is a very fine way to implement such a thing like chroma key. And, you know, I'd rather use a slider than a virtual dial anyway, because virtual dials, the whole clockwise, counterclockwise thing, you know, moving your mouse vertically up and down, I don't like that. I prefer just using a slider. I mean, I can work a dial. Obviously, I know to go vertically up and down with my mouse. But if it's all the same to you guys, I'd rather just use a slider in my user interface. Bitch, what did I do with my HDMI cable? Does anybody know? I got a grip HDMI cables, but I'm forgetting just had them. I normally keep them like, I don't know. Hey, check it out. I got a new Converse box to fill up. This is the what do you think? Pretty nice. The what do they call this one? They call this one the black. The at CT High Street High. Pretty nice variety of the chucks. I think I'm gonna have to digress from looking for this HDMI cable. That's a pity. It's really enjoying having a dual display configuration here. It's like, here, let me try this. You don't mind. Yeah, I'm walking around with that big bulky keyboard. I'm crazy. What can I say? You should see me when I'm walking around with a guitar like that. Or a skateboard, for that matter. A little bit redonkulous. You know, at least it's not a refrigerator. Right? Wow. I've never had this happen. This is almost interesting. Maybe we'll focus on this for a second instead of the the song. Oh, this is pretty weird. My audio mixer's all like, let's undock the audio mixer. Okay, what do you think of that? Undo the chroma key, maybe. It's this is my Thunderbolt to HDMI converter, and the shell, the casing, just totally popped right off. I'm curious what kind of chip I'm looking at here. That is some teeny tiny writing. I think it says mini ELP something. Here, this ought to work. I've got a camera for situations like this. If you can believe that. You've probably seen this camera before. Oops. See, this camera has a manual focus. That's what they call it when you can turn it and twist it using your fingers. I should probably disable the chroma key on this manual focus camera. Yeah, this is what I do when I'm drunk. I'm pretty... Woo! Party! He's so wasted. Look at him, dude. He's all trying to work the camera, but he's too drunk to do it. Oh my god. Not quite. But hey, if it helps my legend grow, why not? Yeah, I'm super drunk. I was just thinking that earlier, how I just can't seem to drink fast enough. There we go. Can anybody tell me what that says? I'm not sure. Fudge. Fudge sickle. It's Casper the Ghost again, ladies and gentlemen. Our guest for the evening. Okay, so that's a mini DP to HDMI. Mini DP to HDMI. What does the chip say, though? It says pin, blah, 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 model number, blah, blah. And then what does that say? NXZ? Is that the company that made this? NXZ? It kind of looks like a company logo. Okay. That's basically what I wanted to know. I don't think there was anything readable on this side. Oh yeah, there's some of the resistor. I think those are resistors, right? As opposed to, what is that, a C? Does that say C for capacitor? I think so. Good times, good times. Let's get drunk and hack stuff. Oh no, we're not hacking. That's far too involving right now. It's like this goofing around here on the Zot the Avenger Rules stream here on twitch.tv on a lovely Friday night. Ow! Party! Party! It's almost Halloween. I hope everybody has a fun and safe Halloween. But you gotta look out for the Halloweeners. They're this gang, you see, and they especially like to get rowdy on Halloween. That's a Shadowrun joke. Shadowrun reference, in case he didn't get it. It's kind of funny.
kind of funny, kind of sorta, kind of humorous. If you like Shadowrun, if you play the role, there we go. Now I got my dual display configuration back. I guess that's a good thing to remember. A person might lose their dual display configuration setup if their adapter starts to fall apart. Yeah, that's all. No big deal. It's just everything falls apart eventually. It's up to you to put it back together, right? It's true. And if it's not up to you, well, aren't you lucky? You must have help. You just get the help to do it, huh? That's fine. Whatever. Alright. Oh, man. I lost my light remote. Now it's way too bright in here and I gotta live with it. It's all good. What, the camera? Yeah, okay. Ah, fuck it, man. I need a cigarette. Getting stressed out. Let's look this shit up on my cell phone if you don't mind. I'm a little bit tired of trying to locate it.
Grab a microphone.
Yay.
They say that
I'm a nerd. They say that I'm a dweeb. Because I'm the only one who ever plays the pinball machine. Give me a shot at the pinball machine. I'll make my name known. Anyways, yeah, that first one was After Party. And I found, like, apparently 3 years ago or something. I know, right? Time flies by. It really does. Um, yeah, so 3 years ago, I guess I had a dance version, like an electro version, made up. Let me get this out of the way. Heck yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, it's okay. Where did I leave that remote? The lights. Is it over here somewhere? Is it in my pocket? With my rent? My piece of paper? Ah, there it is. Oh. Sometimes a bird's eye view does help. I think that's why Assassin's Creed kind of like made an emphasis of that. Leave it to Ubisoft, right? Point out the obvious that we all forget. Wait, are you sure you want to remove? Yeah. So this is the dance. I was working on the dance version 3 years ago. Yeah, and also right now, as oddly enough, and it was like the garage band was crashing on me because this isn't a stable operating system. It's got, like I say, I need to reinstall and start anew. That would be nice. You know, the highest, like the most recent, newest operating system I can run on this i5 Intel Pentium i5 processor iMac from circa 2011. I guess High Sierra Mac OS 10.13 is the most recent release that it can run. But of course, if I were to use the world famous DOS Dude patch, which lets you, which he did a really nice job on, I'd like to say, in my humble opinion, you know, it is what it is, and anything that helps the little guy, which would be us in that scenario, helps the little guy in terms of like keeping up with, you know, keeping up. Basically, his patch lets you run newer versions of like Mac OS on older hardware. But it's not really applicable for this iMac because this iMac has a Radeon 6750, I think is the model number. And, you know, anything higher than High Sierra doesn't, like if it's Catalina or Big Sur, it doesn't have the driver. It doesn't have the Kext to run the drive, the video card. So it's a really bad idea to, you know, even try. Especially if you're a gamer and you kind of need your graphics. I digress. So this is the wacky wild. This is what I ended up with. It's not perfect. Not perfect. I would try running the GarageBand file, but like I said, GarageBand was already crashing. So here, I'll just sort of drag and drop this onto the sources. Again, hope it's not too loud. Please forgive me if it is. I'm trying to get control here. Where's my damn docs? Let's reset the docs, please. Oh, is it not even? I guess I didn't drag and drop it properly. Alright, that's good. Now that my UI is reset, if it is too loud, I can adjust it quickly. Here comes.
It's almost 2 a.m. The pub's about to close. Time to chat with women and ask them if they wanna go to the after party. And my band's practice space to the after party. I got cool drinks at the place to the after party.
I know didn't kind of want.
No, baby, I'll drive you home to the after party. Shut up and grab a microphone. I got 1,001 karaoke say days. 24/7,
It's
get
more
us
like
out of that
2000.
place. So come with me, and I guarantee you won't be sorry. the after party. Now my band's practice space to the after party. I got cold drink at the place to the after party. No, baby, I'll drive you home to the after party. Shut up and grab a microphone.
Lovely. Simply lovely. But yeah, it's not quite perfect. I still gotta like debug and keep GarageBand from crashing. Because like you can still hear artifacts on that vocal track. There's some slight artifacts of like crash cymbals from our very talented drummer Joseph Miller. And yeah, that's just, we don't really need that on the electro. How would you like to try and dance to that? That conjures up something in my mind. It's pretty cold in here. What do you think? Should I turn off the air conditioner? I hate that idea. Let's grab it. Air leg. Get all leg. I'll adapt my environment instead. But no, trying to dance to that conjures up something in my mind. Visions of force, true power? No, Robert De Niro. De Niro and Meet the Fockers? No. Taxi Driver? No, I'm thinking of a different movie. Yeah, let's see. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, wrapped in plastic. It's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is a creation. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Yeah. Yeah, I can't do that part. But I tell you, if you got a girlfriend that can, you're pretty lucky. This is so cute. Yeah. That part, let's see. There we go. Can you imagine, can you think of the dance that I'm thinking of? If you're gonna try to dance to the electro version of After Party, brought to you by yours truly, how would you dance to that? There, that's a little easier to manage. What's that movie called? Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have put in the year. Somebody's uploaded this, right? Somebody's bound to have. I don't know who this Sneakers Dance Squad is. If they actually dance like River Phoenix, God rest his soul, that would be cool. I get the feeling they're probably crumping. You know what I mean? That's a pain. That's a shame. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's not a pain, that's a shame. I'm trying to avoid YouTube. They don't like my ad blocking software these days. And of course, you know how I feel about that. My attitude is, oh, you don't like my software that I'm running on my home computer that I paid for myself? Well, tough titty. I don't think I needed to do that. Anyways, this movie that I'm thinking of is called Sneakers. It stars Sidney Poitier and Robert Redford and Dan Aykroyd and River Phoenix, and I can't remember the other actors. I'm sorry. I don't know if I actually know their real names. I think the deaf guy, his name is Ears or something like that. I don't know. And the girl, her name is like Kitties or something like that. Nice and generic. It was the 90s, okay? Stereotypes were what everybody used. So, but I digress. The dance scene is pretty interesting. Somebody must have uploaded it, right? Yeah, that movie. So now what I want to narrow it down. I don't know why Invidious couldn't find this, but it's okay. Okay. Oh, and Cosmo, the bad guy, the villain, he's played by a really famous classically trained actor. The fuck is that guy's name? He's like a Shakespearean theater guy. Pretty serious. Like serious acting skills, basically. This is the scene. I'm going to turn down the music because I don't want a copyright strike. We're going to focus in on River Phoenix. Okay? I believe the song is Chain of Fools. Chain, chain, chain. Chain of Fools. Hey, that wasn't nice. Dagnabbit. I guess I'm not allowed to show you. Let's do a display capture instead, then. Not that display. Silly computer. And it's over just like that. That Sidney Poitier dancing with the oh, and there's the deaf guy. Oh, oh yeah, that's Dan Aykroyd. And there's River Phoenix. Okay. So this is the dance that you would have to do to After Party if you wanted to like look consistent with the music. You'd have to dance like that. Pretty good dance. I like that. You ever try to do that one? Yes, River Phoenix was he was a gift to humanity. He died of a opiate overdose out in front of a club, out on the sidewalk, like an animal. Poor kid. What do you think? Should I try? You think I could do it? Let's try. All right. Here we go. I'm going to put it back on. Starting
Starting right.
It's almost 2 a.m. The pub's about to close. Time to chat up women and ask them if they wanna go to the after party. And my band's practice space to the after party. I got cool drinks at the place to the after party. No, baby, I'll drive you home to the after party. Shut up and grab a microphone. I got 1,001 karaoke days. 24/7, get us out of that place. So come with me, and I guarantee you won't be
That's awesome.
sorry.
Okay. I think I
To
made
the
my
after party. Now my band's practice space to the after party.
I'm totally gonna have to watch this later and see how that worked out, because that's pretty awesome. From my perspective, and I don't even get to hear the music. Alright, I guess we can try to play a video game. Drink! 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 So then, alright, I'm just gonna kill Firefox, because this is gonna eat up memory and resources anyways, right? How is it showing that window? Ew, excuse me. You know what? I think that might be cached, like that image, because that window isn't open anymore. It's not. Okay, yeah, that's great. Oh, no, okay. At any rate. Hey, where's my fucking games? I got games on here. Where's my games? For Pete's sake. Oh, we got anything? Sid Meier's Pirates. Guess that'll do, pig. That'll do. Oops. Give me 1 second. Please choose the display. I want to do that one. Okay. And then video. Want. Come on, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. 640 by 480, really? Gamma adjust. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, let's do pause iTunes. Yeah, that's fine. iChat status. I don't really have an iChat status, but I'll set it to away. Yeah. Alright. Launch. Okay. Can't I have OBS and pirates at the same time? And you know what? For that matter, shouldn't this be behind me? Thanks for bearing with me. I don't normally game with my Mac. I'm trying to be different. I'm trying to think different on the fly. It's not easy. It's kind of like having to learn a new button control set when you're all accustomed to the one that you always use. You know what I mean? Boy, I sure do spend a lot of time in terminal. That's the band. The after party band? Yeah. Ah, that's much better. Here, I gotta do some trickery to make this look halfway decent. Oh shit, my mouse cursor turned into one of these. Wait a minute. Whoa. Yeah, there, did you see it? I got a captain's wheel. You can see it. Yeah, it's a little bit different. Like, okay, now I can add my crop or my cropper. Let's crop the right. Whoa. Uh-oh. Oh, damn. The keyboard is totally locked into the game. Hold on a sec. Still totally locked into the game, huh? That's cool. Um, I mean, not really, but like, here. You know, I think I have a cheat code. You can believe that. I think my cheat code is going to be something to this effect. That's good. I mean, it's not perfect. Not a perfect cheat code. Oh, here we go. Uh, let's see how we're doing now. And when I say now, what I really mean is, wait for it now. Oh, not too terrible, I suppose. Can you guys hear that? You can't hear that, can you? You ever play Sid Meier's Pirates? It's a pretty good title. Oh, come on. You killing me, Smalls. You killing me. I can't use my audio output as an input. That's gonna really put a damper on things. How awkward. I didn't imagine this was gonna happen. don't think this has ever happened. Ever in my several years of experience with this streaming and recording software, OBS. Never had never had that go away. Well, good thing I'm me, because I take audio pretty serious. I think you know that. So naturally, I'm gonna do something about this. We're gonna take my U-Flex. Set it up here. That should work. Incognito? I don't want to be incognito. Give me another second. I'm trying to do good by you. You know, let's increase this. I'm gonna break this Mac before the night's through. Huh? Eh? Huh? Think I'm gonna have to command Q. Bomber. We'll get this. Here, let's try again. Oh, now it has to reload again. Oh well. It begins with a celebration. Yes, indebted for years to the Marquis de la Montalban, a family's prosperity was soon to be restored. Their fleet was due to arrive on the morrow, carrying both their hopes and their salvation. But the celebration was befouled by an unwelcome guest. Yes, the Marquis himself arrived bearing ill tidings. The fleet had been lost, and the debt had come due. The family's property was seized, and they were pressed into bondage. But one of them would not be a slave. And so it was that the brave young scion escaped his family's fate, swearing to save them and one day avenge the Marquis's foul deed. 10 years later, now grown to his full measure, the young adventurer began his quest to find his family and restore their fortune. Seeking passage to the new world, etc., etc. If you be looking for passage to the Americas, ye can sign up here. You need to sign on to be part of the crew. The captains at yonder tables will gladly take ye aboard. There be the French, the Spanish, the Dutch, and the English ships, a-looking for able-bodied lads such as yourself. Take your pick. Oh, boy. You know, I don't want to look stupid. I don't speak Spanish or French or like Dutch. Like to keep this, simple. If I did know how to speak those languages, that'd provide me with more options. But, I think I'll just have to go ahead and do this. The crossing was fraught with terror and cruelty. The captain drove the ship and her crew to breaking. Damn. How savage. And they called the savages savages. Imagine how savage the savages must be, huh? Oh. We're still in the storyline cutscene mode. So free and under full sail, the ship and its crew are at your command. Yeah. You make your way into the Caribbean, or Caribbean, however you pronounce it. A fortune to be had. A family. Doesn't he look kind of like Captain Kenway? A little? I don't know. Revenge to be served. Your destiny awaits you. Oh, his family. The only people in the world that probably give two shits about the guy. Uh-oh. Whoa! 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 That's some fast sailing. You know what I mean? You see that thing? It's like... Not to mention Captain Kenway or anything in Assassin's Creed Black Flag. But I personally find that the ship navigating and all that, it's Sid Meier's Pirates is probably the precursor. I think Ubisoft took a few cues from this title, which is perfectly fine, and I respect that they pay homage to this classic. Mm-hmm. Indeed.
You know, I'd really rather not use a keyboard. If I can help it, really rather not. Let's see. I think I got something. Oh, this is a good list. You ever seen excuse me. Pardon me. I got some papers. Papers to share. You ever see this? God damn it. It's kind of fun having these mouse cursors. I might have to hack this and like take the resource fork, you know, the resources from the game. I might have to permanently make my mouse cursor a goddamn sword. What is this? Is this a dagger or more like a cutlass? I can't even tell. Alright, here. Hit the screen. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, alright. Anyway. The words commonly used to describe sounds. That's a cool list. It's got words like bang, bark, beep, bellow, blare, blast, blat, bleep, bong, boom, bray, buzz, cackle, cheep, 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 chime, chirp, 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 clack, 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 clang, clang, clank, clank, clap, clap, clatter, 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 click, click, clink, clink, clink. Pretty good list. I don't think I actually made it to this show. I was gonna try to see what the Satanists in my town are up to. I don't think I actually made it to this one. It's like a pretty good show. It had Saylific. Saylific. Pretty good band. Taco Sauce? That's a band? Right on. Oh well. I guess I should get rid of that because I didn't actually go to that one. What's this? Oh yeah, this was a good show. Authority Zero. That's what it says up here. Authority Zero. They're pretty good. That's not the only time I've seen them. You guys might have seen this one already. This is for the Ladytron, Ladytron and the Faint. That was when I got to interview Ladytron, or at least half of the band. This was a pretty good show. This was the second time that I saw Nothing More. Pretty good shit. Anything else worth sharing? Hold on, what is this crap? I think I got a magazine in here. What magazine is this? Oh, it's a Wired. It's not even the newest one. Like that would be this one. You know, when you're cleaning up. Sorry about that. When you're cleaning up, you gotta do what you can. Alright, I think this is probably the remote that I want to use. It'd be pretty neat if I could use my PS2, but no, that won't work. PS3? No. Xbox One? Probably not. I used to use a 360 remote with the Mac. I don't know where my 360 remotes are. Thought that maybe might have been in here. All right. Sorry, I know I probably should have done this in advance, huh? Well, whatever, man. Just trying to have a good Friday, Saturday morning. Probably wrap up this stream and do it later. I'm doing all right. Probably try to fix this Mac. If I can't get this controller to work, we'll just call it a night, and I'll work on the Mac some more. But let's see what we can do, if anything. Huh? Oh, there's the hook. Okay, let's see them titties. Just kidding. I'm doing the reach around maneuver. Yeah, looks like we don't have the driver software. It's okay though, I reckon. I can get, like, we can do this, I think. Oops. What do you think? Should I have a de-virginized ZTA next? You know, we should at least name one more of these hard Mountain Dews before the night's over. What's this one? Is this the Baja? Is this the Baja? I already got a name lined up for the Baja. Is this the Baja? Is this one the Baja? Do you know? I don't think it is. It doesn't say Baja. Granted, it doesn't say much of anything, really. It just has like a phoenix on it. What the fuck is this? It doesn't have. It's just this hard. Oh, I get it. This is just the default de facto hard Mountain Dew. Like the others, this is like the Mountain Dew of hard Mountain Dew. I get it. Makes sense. That totally makes sense. You know, if it's all the same to you. Oh, watermelon? Gross. I hate watermelon. I'm gonna have to give that to somebody else. Somebody that needs a drink. Alright, we got Baja Blast. I have a name lined up for this one. This one is called the South of the Border ZTA. Cheers. Delicious. That's almost too good. I might have to add some rum to that. Yarr. Is this thing on? Hey, keyboard. Yeah, it's on. You know, normally I can command tab out of this. It's kind of like an alt tab. What the fuck? And you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Fucking A. Sorry. I kind of need to be able to use my system if I'm going to get this controller working. I knew I should have just spent the whole time listening to music. Alright. Hmm. I'm trying to decide if I should like utilize Steam and its button remapping capabilities, or if I should try to find the original driver software for this thingamurbob. Okay? Because it's like LG, this is like a Logitech dual action, pretty old controller. As old as yours truly? Not quite. It's probably like, it's a 20-year-old controller, I'm pretty sure, though. If not 25. So, what, literally? Yeah, I haven't broken it. It's authentic. Like it matters. But, here. Let's see what damage we can do. Oops. How come my shit's locked together, yo? This isn't gonna work. Because you didn't take any laxatives, JJ? Not that kind of shit. God damn it. What the fuck? Here, wait a minute. Mm-hmm. Glad to see our chat room is so happening. It's alright. I don't blame you guys. I know there's probably a plethora of better programs out there. So I refuse to take it personal. I just like to think that one of these days I'll get so famous that even my inferior program will be like super popular. Because it's all a big popularity contest, you know. It would really help my ego. Oh, what? And my pocketbook? I don't know, man. Probably not. In my experience, probably not. Yeah. Oh, rats. Oh. Huh? Yeah, alright, I'll quit fucking around. This is serious already then. It seems like I spend half my internet time on this site
because everything I use is really old. Oh well, antiques, that's what they're called, and I'm a lucky person to have such awesome antiques. Uh-oh. Oops. No dual action? Murder. You know, it don't really matter. I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find. There's probably a subdomain, right? Like a Logitech subdomain specifically for downloading driver software and junk. You know what? Maybe I'll just go back to the discussion. No software to download. Yeah. Oh, this is the one, huh? Real good support. I guess that's the norm. The industry standard is to abandon the legacy products. That's the norm these days. It's the day and age I'm living in. Oh well. I can live for now. As long as the Internet Archive exists, I can survive. Because I don't have every fucking driver available. Like, right. I know I burned a CD, but you know how long it would take me to go look through my backup drawer of CDs and crap? Yeah, I told you, I don't like the P word. Arr, matey. I prefer if you say something like counterfeiter, you know, unless I actually own the product, in which case, let's just use the traditional word backup. All right, I share my backups sometimes. Not really. I'm not the one doing the sharing of the backups. I'm usually leeching the backups. Like I'm doing right now, basically. 2009? They abandoned this shit back in 2009? Really? Thought I saw it more recently than then. Am I that old? I don't feel that old. You're only as old as you feel. Alright then. $20, that's a pretty good deal. Granted, that was what, 15 fucking years ago? Okay. Hey, you see that, right? It's probably the reason why I bought this. It's all Mac and Windows compatible. You know, if it wasn't for people like me, there wouldn't be Mac and PC compatible products. They just make one or the other. But Mac users are pretty outspoken about, hey, what about Raven? Huh? What about Raven? Hey now. That's not nice. So there is no driver software for Mac. I thought there was. Well, you know what? I'll just take whatever they have and I'll query the server. Let's see what they give me. What the link, what the URL is. Let's see. Wait, what did I pick? Here, let's go with... Wait, is that the most modern one they got? I guess that's why I picked it, huh? I could use that because my backup, my Windows backup, I think is only for like XP, which is bound to be a little older, right? I mean, unless it's the same driver, probably not. Added support for the Driving Force GT wheel? Oh, I get it. This is like a combo driver. I'm like, what do I need that for my controller? Yeah, it's probably a combo driver. That's the download one. That's the one I'm looking for. Or maybe I'm looking for that, actually. Copy it before it's gone, JJ. Bam! That was close. Oh, okay. Well, now I've got that. That's nice. I'll have to copy that to my Windows box. Uh-huh. Oh, come on, man. Is that really necessary? I hate it when they redirect my browser like that. And they know full well that I'm gonna go where I want to go. You can't lead me. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You can't even lead this horse to water. I'm sorry. This horse is gonna go where this horse is gonna go. It's my life. I'm gonna live it. What does that say? Unifying Mac? Control devices? Unifying? Let's see. I figure if a combo driver is the way Logitech usually goes, maybe there's a Mac. I'll just download anything Mac they have. Check it out. Yeah, I know. I'm a gigantic geek. I know. This is what you gotta do to survive these days if you're gonna be a geek. You know, it's not even really that geeky anymore. There's a lot of pretty normal people doing even more hardcore shit than this all the time. It's pretty mainstream to be like it's old timey to even say things like nerd and geek. I know. I know. I get it. I totally get it. These kids were raised kind of like I was. Do I look like a nerdy geek? Probably not. Maybe a little old timey. Maybe a little stereotypical. The kind of hacker you'd expect to see at DEF CON 15. More like DEF CON 6, bitches. Shit. Represent old school. Old school or no school? Shit. But yeah, this ain't even like hacking. This is just like survival, if you will. Sorry. I should have done this before the stream, I know. You know what? I'm just gonna run this thing. Let's see what it presents us with. Oh, I can fix that. It's a pretty typical thing that you gotta do. Where's my password box? Am I gonna ask for my password? No? Oh, okay. That's neat. You'll be guided through the steps necessary to install this software. Logitech Unifying. What is it for? I'm gonna have to Google Well, I guess I can always uninstall this. Oh, now comes the password. Excuse me. Don't look at me when I type my password. That's so rude. Great, what did that do? Did I get anything new or what? No? Oh, wait. Looks like I got a new utility. Logitech unifying software, huh? What? Aw, bummer. Just my luck. This is fun. I just love using old stuff. It's really worthwhile being a consumer. I bought that brand new, by the way. Lifetime warranty? I don't know. Maybe. I'm trying to see if that had a... That didn't have an uninstall. Well, maybe it'll present an uninstall option now. No? Well, that's annoying. I hate it when they don't have an uninstall feature. Hmm. Eh? For fuck's sake, man. Where am I going and why am I in this handbasket? Whatever, dude. I'm moving on. Camera? No. Mouse? No. Logitech Connect? I don't know. Quick cam? No. You know, Logitech, they had like the first webcams and the first decent mouses were, yeah, it was always Logitech. Nowadays, you can get just about any old generic USB peripheral, and it's perfectly fine, right? But back in the day, before USB existed, and even for a little while USB existed, you always wanted to have a Logitech. That was quality goods back then. Download 01.logitech.com. Okay. Let's see what that provides us with. I don't think I'm going to do this fast enough. Okay. Whoa. I guess I was fast. Okay. Ooh. It's just going to redirect me. Oh no. Oh, that doesn't exist. Oh, bummer. Really? If all this is a redirectable thingamabob, where's this gonna take me, huh? That Navisite site? Isn't that where we got that freaking Vista driver from? Now it's taking me index.cfm. Wow, I haven't seen that in a while. That's a cold fusion CFM, cold fusion module? I forget what the M stands for. That was a layer cold fusion bought by Macromedia. Cold fusion still exists, right? I guess. I don't know. It's owned by Adobe, of course, now, right? Gaming. Yeah, it's gaming, alright. It's a fucking controller. What do you think I'm gonna use it for? Stick it up my ass? Just give me the fucking driver already. I think I'm gonna try Steam in a minute, and I think I need a pain pill. I'm getting pretty grumpy. Hey! Did you see that drum set? That guitar, looked like Guitar Hero to me. Because, you know, Guitar Hero, the setup's a little different than Rock Band. That looked like a sweet set of drums. Yeah, dude. Look at those sweet Guitar Hero drums. Ah, dude. Look at those axes. Oh, shit. PS3, Wii, 360. Dude, look, they got tuning pegs and everything. Oh, my God. Oh, that G27, I know that's a good wheel. I don't know about the Speed Force or the... I wonder if the Ferrari one existed yet. Dude. Some serious fucking hardware. Okay, so it looks like the dual action turned into the Rumble Pad 2. But, of course, this dual action does not rumble. It's kind of like... I want to say it existed before the Rumble controllers, but of course the Nintendo Rumble Pack still existed. So I think it was before the rumbling thing became like mainstream. And they don't call it rumble anymore. I think they call it like vibration. So just saying. I gotta keep this shit straight in my head to know what I'm looking for, or I'm gonna forget. Hey, the model number, that might help me find a fucking driver. If there ever was one to begin with. What do you think? Should I have scrolled to the bottom of this? You know, I don't like to look at these forum discussions because normally it's just a bunch of people going, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Sometimes you learn things, but a lot of the times you just waste your time. Of course, I'm doing a pretty good job of wasting my own time. Might as well waste a little more time, right? Wait. It will be configured as a game controller under the USB HID driver, and it should just work, as long as the game you're playing supports that profile. Most Mac games do. Yeah, well, I guess Sid Meier's Pirates is more of a keyboard game. That's the one. Says it's supported. Can't find a driver. Is there a way to access? Yada, 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 yada. Ooh, what's that? I found it in the system profiler. What is that, a driver? Looks like it's picking up... Oh, okay. Looks like Logitech does not make software. No. Thanks for the help. You might give USB over... Oh, I use USB overdrive. Fuck yeah, I do. Let's see. With my Rumble Pad, gives configuration menu. Okay. And that's the end of the discussion, huh? Guess that's what I gotta do, huh? Contact tool for iOS. Oh, that's nice. I bet that's a very nice tool. I just love a story with a happy ending. Granted, we're not using the controller yet. Hopefully USB overdrive works. And hopefully I don't have to pay for it. Ah, yeah, right. Sorry. I'm trying to bring the install window over to where we are. Oh, I think I must have done something. Hey, don't read that. I've never cracked. That crack doesn't work, okay? I've never done that to that piece of software. Ever in my life. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. If you want any more commentary, I'm taking the fifth. Alright? That thing done yet? I'm about ready to go to bed over here, man. I'm pretty wiped. I was hoping to get in some video games this evening. I guess that was a little bit naive of me. Perhaps. Yeah. I think I might have to debug this goddamn program. You know what? Thanks for watching the Zot the Avenger rules stream here on twitch.tv. Here, let me do this real quick. Oh, where's my window? Hey, where's my window? I wanted to say goodbye. Where's my damn window? You know the one. This fucker, right here. This one. You know what? I don't have anybody to say goodbye to. I'm just gonna say goodbye. Oh, hey. It finished. We'll pick this up later. I gotta get some rest or something. Put this in the fridge. Put a little rubber band around it with some saran wrap. Alright, later guys. It's fun. I'm thinking differently.